Here's something a little different. We asked our subscribers if they wanted to see a Wednesday series review or a Bones and All review, and it was tied. So we're going to give you a series review. First time ever. So our ratings will be a little bit different. We'll explain that as we go along. Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional. And this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I'm accompanied by my wife, Jen, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode, we are talking about Wednesday. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
This is Brian O'Holler, and you're watching the Popcorn Confessional on the Nerdbox. Sounds like a porn site.
Wednesday's attempts to master her emerging psychic ability thwart a monstrous killing spree that has terrorized the local town, and solve the supernatural mystery that embroiled her parents 25 years ago, all while navigating her new and very tangled relationships at Nevermore Academy.
We watch this with our daughters, and we are in the middle of two Pop 5s that are dedicated to Wednesday and the Addams family, and there were questions that came up that are answered in our Pop 5. So go ahead and swing on down and check out the Pop 5 that just released last week, where we talk about 5 origins of the Addams family that you should check out, which explains some things. And I even seen some things in comments on Facebook about Gomez Addams and why he was the way he was and why people didn't like it. Well, we cover that in our Pop 5. So if you don't know why Gomez has changed from the movies to this, go take a gander at that and let us know what you think. And then the next Pop 5 is about Jenna Ortega, who is the star of this show and star of many movies that are pretty damn good, which that's what we're talking about in the Pop 5. Wednesday, I got a little bit of a Scooby-Doo type of vibe. Live action from the beginning, which I enjoyed, because if you really think about it, there's nothing that really compares to those live action Scooby-Doo movies with Matthew Lillard, who signed the cereal box. And this show kind of feeds that hole that I've had for so many years. And it kind of is like a mystery. If you haven't watched the show yet, it's different. It's not going to be the Addams family that we know that takes place in the mansion. This is taking place at a Nevermore Academy, where they're looking to kind of have Wednesday kind of reform herself a little bit.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get in more trouble.
Yeah. She's been expelled from previous schools, and so she gets sent off to Nevermore Academy, which is where her parents met all those years ago and had a great time. So that's where she's at, and they're just trying to kind of like fix her, so to speak.
And there's this mysterious creature that is killing people, and that attracts her attention, and she is on the case looking to solve who it is and what it's tied to.
Yeah.
Now, along the way, she finds out some things about her parents that are a little interesting and that she may not be too thrilled with.
She does. I think we've all been there, though, right? We've all found out secrets about our parents that we'd probably rather not know. So, you know, I feel for her.
Now, the TV series is 8 episodes.
Yes.
There are around 40 minutes.
They're all between 45 and 50. The longest is 59. So, yeah, they're a decent amount of time, running time.
Now, I think in the first few episodes, they tried a little too hard with the Wednesday one-liners, just to cement her as the character, which I thought was like a little bit too much in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I think that even like the first episode definitely was kind of a little slow going, but then as you watch more of it, it definitely picks up, and the storylines are really good. They change, and they're good.
Yeah, there's a couple of different stories that are going on in here, and along the way with Wednesday, we do get to meet the other Addams family members. So, you know, there is Lurch. We don't really learn much about Lurch in it. Gomez and Morticia are not in it that much, maybe for an episode and a half, which, you know what? Kind of thankful for that, because Luis Guzman, yes, what she said, he was kind of a little bit annoying, but that's what he was supposed to be. That's how the character of Gomez really is.
Yeah,
and
he's not meant to be that suave, debonair person that we know. that's not who he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, he just kind of gave me the creeps. Like, he's like the uncle that you don't want to come over during the holiday and be locked in a room with. Because he's going to say some off-colored things.
Yeah.
And then Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia, she was okay.
She was okay. I mean, she was kind of just there. She wasn't, like, fantastic, but she wasn't horrible.
She seemed a little dry. A little bland.
Yeah.
And she almost seemed a little villainous.
I think she meant to.
Very good to watch with the entire family.
Yeah. And there's, like, a couple of, you know, things that are said that are a little, like, adult humor, but I don't think little kids will catch on, and if teenagers will catch on. And that's fine, because by this point they know about these things. But it's nothing, like, terrible.
Yeah, I think if you have teenagers, and maybe even preteens, they're really going to love this show.
Yeah.
So definitely watch it with them. You're not going to be bored by it. You'll be entertained by the story, because as it unfolds, it is like a Scooby-Doo mystery, so it kind of unravels. And I would have to say Jenna Ortega kind of expands the role a little bit more towards the end as she's going through the episode, so it's not all those quick one-liners to make her really sound morbid all the time.
Yeah.
She starts to evolve as a character in the show.
She's doing exactly what they sent her to that school to do. Try to evolve and become a more open person and, dare we say, friendly.
Now, lo and behold, the Thing is probably supporting actor or supporting hand in the show. And they really kind of expanded the story of the Thing, which is, if you don't know that.
If you don't know Thing is the hand that like runs around all over and communicates with Wednesday.
Good character in the entire show.
I thought he was hilarious, which is interesting considering he's an appendage.
A lot of the characters that are going to the high school that with Wednesday or to the academy with Wednesday are really good. Definitely kept my interest in seeing where their stories were going as well. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for a season 2. I know they've kind of teased at it, and they did tease at it at the end of the show too. So hoping that means something because I would like to see a season 2.
So let's talk about the ratings for this. It has to be a little bit different because we can't go to the movie theater and watch it, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to say our highest rating here would be, hey, I would watch it again, or I would buy it, or I would want a season 2. So let's look at that. So is I Want Another Season the highest rating?
Yeah, I think so.
I can go for another season. I don't know if they'll be able to pull it off the same or as well, because I don't want to see them get stuck in one of these little same synopsis. Oh, every season there's a new mystery to solve, right? Because I don't watch Scooby-Doo anymore, right? Because it's always the same. Oh, all right, the kids are gonna find who the person is and unmask them. So I don't want to kind of go through that every single season. So I'll be interested in seeing what's going to happen next with the show.
Yeah, and then that'll kind of be like the make or break, you know, depending on what happens if we get a season 2, you know, whether or not it should continue.
For you, what do you think? Jenna Ortega, what do you think her as a Wednesday compared to the other Wednesdays that you've seen?
I love her as Wednesday. I mean, comparing her to anybody else would be Christina Ricci, and I think that she definitely did the character justice.
So if you're one of those fanboys or fangirls that are out there, it's like, oh, you can't change it. Only Christina Ricci is ever going to be this character. She did a good job.
Yeah, she did. I mean, let's face it, Jenna Ortega has been crushing it in, like, everything that she's been in. She is, like, my new, like, movie obsession. Like, I think she is definitely going places. She's just really good. I love watching her and, like, everything she does because her range is so different. Her look is always so different. Like, I really like her.
Anyway, don't forget it is the quest for 5,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there by
liking, subscribing, and sharing.
Yes, please do that. And along the way, as we hit 100 likes and 100 comments on a video, we will be sending out some prizes, which we will be doing this week.
Tomorrow.
Yep. And don't forget, when we hit 5,000 likes or 5,000 subscribers, you'll have a chance to win this box of Strawberries and Scream cereal signed by Matthew Lillard and David Arquette.
Yes.
Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And until the next, see ya.